Hey y'all, welcome back to Primal and Frugal. It's Dewberry. I said we were going to cook the next time I did a video, and that is this video today. Now, the biggest part of what we're doing, because we're doing hot wings, my absolute favorite food. So the biggest part is actually in the kitchen. The wings are in the grease right now. If you ask what kind of oil I fry in today, it is a mixture of avocado oil, which has a very high smoke point, and lard. I would have actually used all lard, but I didn't have enough. Avocado oil, it's true, isn't exactly the best as far as omega-6 to omega-3, but it's better than a lot of other oils because I don't use vegetable seed oils in my cooking. So we're going to make the sauce here, and I've got a little butane stove, which you can't really see, but it's just a normal butane stove, and we are going to take our little pan and we're going to add a stick of butter. Making buffalo sauce is really a simple thing. I don't buy it because I find that it's just not really for me. I prefer to make my own, and my entire family loves wings. We are all wing aficionados. So we've got our butter in the pan, and we're going to cut our little butane stove on, and we're going to start melting this butter. So we've got a little whisk, and the only reason I'm actually using this pan is because you can kind of see into it, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see. Once I get the sauce made, I'll go, and when the wings are done, I'll come back and you'll see, a different setup, and you'll actually get to see the wings done. As far as using butter or margarine, you can technically use margarine for this. I would prefer that you not use margarine. It's just really not good for you. But that's up to you. If all you can afford is margarine, it's still going to be better for you than eating a bunch of empty carbs. It's going to be better for you than eating a bunch of beans and rice. So into this, we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. So the recipe, which I'll put below, is just going to be very simple. 1 cup of hot sauce. It could be any hot sauce that you particularly like. I mix my hot sauces. So I do half Frank's and half Texas Pete usually. And then 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 2 tablespoons, more or less, depending on your taste, of white vinegar. Vinegar really brings out the flavor in this. So my butter is melting good, so I'm going to go ahead and add my hot sauce. And this only needs to simmer for 2 or 3 minutes. It really doesn't take long. Just making a little sound. I love it. But this, once you get this made, if you keep it in your refrigerator, I keep it for 2 or 3 weeks. It's fine because it's really just butter and hot sauce. So it's got a lot of vinegar in it. So that vinegar is going to hold on. And then we've got our spices. So easy. The onion powder and the garlic powder really add a lot of background flavor to this. It's not going to taste like a fresh garlic would be weird in this, I think, but somehow the garlic powder and onion powder just add a really nice touch to this. If you follow me on Instagram, you see that I did some batch cooking. I was really craving wings, and so luckily everything that I batch cooked, I did like a pre-seasoned pork loin, I did burgers, I did hot dogs, I did onions and peppers and a head of garlic, a bulb of garlic. So it's really nice. So we're just going to get all of this melted. This is the easiest thing ever. Now, if you don't like hot sauce, you can add less hot sauce if you don't want it quite as hot. You can do dry wings, which you just take and put like a little swirl of the hot sauce and then flip the wings in the bowl. That will work so that you get just a little bit of heat. Or you could use something like I do use, and I don't use a lot of processed foods, but I actually happen to love store-bought barbecue sauce. I admit it, I do. And the one that I have found that I like the most, and now we're going to add our vinegar. It's a lot of vinegar. I love it. Is from the makers of Sweet Baby Ray's. It's Ray's sugar-free barbecue sauce. I really like it. I used to use G. Hughes, and the texture just started getting weird. I don't know what happened, and so I switched over, and that's sort of it. So we are going to just let this simmer because the real thing is going to be when this gets on the wings. I also made blue cheese. And I also put a recipe down to make blue cheese because it's, blue cheese, I don't like it out of a jar or a bottle or whatever because it's just got that weird waxy taste. I don't even know what that is. So it really is just, I use avocado mayonnaise and sour cream in equal amounts with a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, pepper, and I put some of the crumbled blue cheese in and I mash it. and then I put some in for chunks. So I'll show you that, and I'll put a recipe below. It's so simple to make, and you're good. Once you make it, you're good for, I don't know, about 5 to 7 days, I would say, for that. So we're gonna let this simmer, and I'm gonna pause this video, and we will grab the wings, and we will be right back.